Have you ever come across a place that is almost too breathtaking to actually exist in real life? And yet, such a place exists. Off the coast of Normandy in France lies a rock. A fortress, really. And depending on the tide, it can look like it's either completely surrounded by water or connected to the land. People have been making their way here for centuries. Pilgrims, travelers, curious visitors from all over the world, all drawn to this little island in the sea for reasons that are hard to put into words until you see it yourself. And as we're walking toward it, with the wind blowing and the island slowly coming into view, it's easy to see why so many people call this the most magical island in France. Welcome to Mont-Saint-Michel. One thing you should know about Mont-Saint-Michel is that it is not easy to get to. There's no direct train or bus, and even if you drive, private cars are not allowed on the island. But that difficulty in getting here is part of the magic. This place really feels like it sits at the edge of the world. But we have to start somewhere, and our journey begins at a train station in Paris. It's Mont-Saint-Michel Day, and we are so excited that we actually woke up early. We woke up at 4, even though our alarm was at 5. I just woke up and had a lot of energy, and we actually ended up just heading to the train station here in Montparnasse an hour early.
Here we go.
So here's the plan. We're taking a 2-hour train from Paris's Montparnasse station to Rennes. From there, we'll take a perfectly timed bus to the Mont-Saint-Michel shuttle station. And that shuttle is one of the only vehicles allowed to cross the bridge toward the island. We've got all of our tickets pre-booked and everything mapped out. So there shouldn't be any problems, right? Well, we've arrived here, sort of, almost to our connecting station in Rennes. What's interesting is we all got our luggage, everyone stood up, and we've actually been held here before we even got to the platform. We were standing there for like 10 minutes. They announced something, I think I heard 5 minutes, so I think that means like 5 minutes. We only have 20 minutes between this train and our connecting.
1 hour later.
So some good news, bad news. Bad news, we definitely missed our connection. Good news, our train is moving, and I think we're going to be in the station about 4 minutes. So once we get there, we'll reassess our options, and hopefully it doesn't ruin our schedule too much.
All right, so since we missed our bus, we're going to go and get a refund and then hopefully get an Uber. I'm guarding the bags, and Teresa is in there seeing if she can get a refund. If she can't, we're just gonna cut our loss and get on the road.
So because our train was delayed, we missed our bus connection, which left us with 2 options. 1, we could wait at the station for 3 hours and catch the next bus for free using our existing ticket. Or 2, we could take matters into our own hands and book an Uber straight to Mont-Saint-Michel. For us, it was an easy decision. We only had 1 day here, and losing 3 hours of daylight just wasn't an option. So we bit the bullet and booked an Uber. It cost about 97 euros, but honestly, it was completely worth it.
So we're here at the free shuttle for Mount Michel.
We made it. This is the free shuttle to Mont-Saint-Michel from the mainland. It leaves allegedly every 12 minutes. Hopefully you can hear me because it's really loud in here. It's packed with people. Look at this. How you feeling, Grant?
Got a lot of bags.
He's the pack mule. But he's also my travel prince. Stop is Mont-Saint-Michel. And there she is. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. From the moment you step off the shuttle, Mont-Saint-Michel stops being a place that you've just seen in photos. It starts becoming a piece of living history that you get to step into and experience for yourself. don't think we could have asked for a more beautiful day here. We're gonna drop off our bags at the hotel and then explore this beautiful island. I am stunned. I am speechless. This is just incredibly beautiful. Maybe even more so in person than all those photos, all of those screensavers that I've seen, and I just can't wait to explore this beautiful island. And just like that, we're at our hotel within a minute. As the sign says, let's go up to check in. This is our room, and it's actually a really great location here on Mont-Saint-Michel. It's super central. This is their double room. Here's all of our stuff, but there's a desk, a TV, an armoire. We have our own bathroom, and check out this cute little view out the window.
Five. Okay.
So that's actually something to watch out for. We're here in November. Some of the restaurants and some of the stores here are seasonal, so not everything is open while we're here, but that's okay. We're gonna make do, and there's a lot of great places that are open. By the way, if you love travel, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We share travel stories like this all the time, and we'd love to have you along for the journey.
So we've tried to go into that restaurant like 2 or 3 times, and they keep telling us 3 to 5 more minutes. So fingers crossed. I'm really wanting to eat there because there's a fireplace. And if you know me, I love fire. So we're going to wait for this fireplace.
It looks like we're in a bus stop, but it's actually this medieval cove with a bench. And we are just waiting for the restaurant by our hotel to open up because we are pretty hungry. I will say one of the nice things about being here in the off season is, first of all, there aren't very many crowds. From what I've seen, you know, other vloggers, other people who've visited here during the summer high season, it can get pretty crazy, pretty crowded. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the slower pace.
All right, take 3. Let's see if it's open.
Yes, right. Sorry.
That's very sweet.
Rosé, it's nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, all of them are so good.
Rosé?
I'll try the rosé.
Yes.
So let me preface this by saying that I am not a cider person, but I am a try what is local and what a place specializes in kind of person. So of course we're here in Mont-Saint-Michel, we're in Normandy, and what are they known for? They're amazing ciders. So we actually got a little taster of the 3 different kinds of ciders that are offered here at the restaurant. There was a dry, a sweet, and a rosé, and honestly, we love the rosé so much. Grant and I are going to split a bottle here for lunch, and it is just so good. So our rosé cider has arrived, and honestly, okay, I've never had a rosé cider before, let alone a cider served in a cute little coffee cup, and it is just adorable. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
That is so good. And we're here during fall, so I feel like cider, autumn, crisp, refreshing. It's the perfect drink to have here. Oh my gosh, look at this. I mean, seriously, this looks like autumn in a bowl. Look how amazing this looks. So this is the baked apple with caramel. Ooh, it's really soft. Okay. It's really good. This is, tastes like autumn to me.
So I have the pear tart here. Looks really good. Looks like there's filling as well. Very good.
After lunch, it was time to explore.
All right, so we've had lunch and we're gonna do some shopping. So let's see what we can find.
Hey Grant, do you want to get me this tapestry? I really like it. It's humongo. And it's 5,300 euro. It's a long way down. Beautiful. The views here are so beautiful that I don't even mind going uphill. You kind of forget that this is all basically cardio, trekking up this big mountain, but it's so beautiful I don't even mind. The streets are cobblestone and uneven, so wear your comfy shoes. There are a lot of steps. Okay, during the 100 Years' War, England actually decided to try to take over this island. They had 2 separate sieges to try to seize Mont-Saint-Michel, and they failed both times. And I can totally understand why that didn't work. Having just gone up many, many flights of stairs, and I don't have armor, I don't have any weapons. That was my cardio for the day, honestly.
Also, I got pooped on by a bird. It was kind of annoying. Maybe it's good luck. Oh my god! But it was enough where I had to go to the bathroom and wash it off my jacket. But at least I've got the water resistant. Need backup.
We finally made it to the top of the stairs, and we'll show you guys all there is to see once we get past the ticket office here. Once we catch our breath a little bit. Tickets are 13 euro each. Thank you. Merci. Ready to go. And surprise, surprise, more stairs. Mont-Saint-Michel's one and only street winds ever upward toward the pinnacle of this island, and the reason why people from all over the world visit here. Mont-Saint-Michel Abbey. Legend has it that St. Michael the Archangel himself appeared in a dream to a local bishop here 1,300 years ago, telling him to build a church on this deserted rock. The bishop did not comply right away, so St. Michael appeared 2 more times, the last time actually poking a hole into the bishop's skull, which prompted the bishop to finally obey. He built a chapel that the Benedictine monks eventually turned into the abbey that exists today. One really interesting thing we learned in our audio tour is that this is one of the largest bays in the world. And coming from the San Francisco Bay Area, I think that's pretty cool, from one bay to another. And apparently it is really dangerous out here because thousands of people over the years have actually drowned because the waters can come in really fast and take people by surprise. Apparently you can, when it's low tide, you think you can walk across the sand, but some people get stuck. There's a lot of quicksand areas out there, so you can find yourself in a really dangerous situation where you get stuck and the water comes in faster than you expect. So we will be safe. We'll be on high ground. The tour continues.
We are here at the top of Mont-Saint-Michel. It's quite a trek to get up here, but the views are incredible. You walk out of this abbey church behind me onto this large platform that just overlooks the bay. As you can see, it's just incredible water. And what's really cool about this is every day the water comes in and the water goes out. So, you can walk to this island every day and then you can't. And you can only get here through the service bridge. So we'll tour you through the church next. Absolutely stunning. Hey guys, so kind of a cool fact is this space here was actually meant to be the doorway to a whole new building, and it just never got built. So if you look down, you can kind of see the foundation area of that other building, and that's where it would have been.
And just so you know, this is glass.
This is glass.
So what's kind of cool is you'll see that there's actually 2 different rows of columns, and all of the columns offset so they form a tripod in a way. And so that's why all of these columns are so stable and they've held up for 1,000 years. And originally these decorations up here were painted really bright colors, but things have faded over the centuries, and a lot of this was vandalized during the French Revolution.
So this is one of the few places here that you can actually see the rock of St. Michael.
We're standing right now in what is called the wheel room, and it's obvious why. Right behind me is a gigantic, it looks like a hamster wheel, and this was constructed back in 1818 when the abbey was used as a prison. So imagine prisoners being forced to walk inside the wheel, and follow me, this is why they've installed this. They would actually pull a trolley and get food and supplies up the side of the abbey using the wheel to pull the trolley up. And it's pretty amazing how much human power it would take to pull something up the side of this mountain. As the sun began to set, we walked back out onto the bridge to see Mont-Saint-Michel in a different light, just for a moment before heading back inside for dinner. With the light starting to fade and the shadows stretching across the island, the whole place felt even more magical. Now we're going for a beautiful sunset walk here on the footbridge. Man, I just can't believe how beautiful this place is.
All right, so we timed ourselves on our Apple Watch from the point the boardwalk started to the point, I guess, the boardwalk ends. I guess we just considered it right here is about 0.45 miles. So if you look over here, this bench spans the entire space. So this might just be the longest bench I've ever seen.
It's uninterrupted.
Uninterrupted, yeah.
It is almost 6:30 p.m. and the restaurant that we're about to try for dinner is almost open, so that's why we're standing out here with a bunch of other people. Probably the most iconic restaurant here in Mont-Saint-Michel, and this restaurant downstairs is very famous for the omelette. And what better way to end our evening on Mont-Saint-Michel than with dinner at the island's most iconic restaurant, where guests have included Ernest Hemingway, Yves Saint Laurent, and more. Salted butter and bread. How is it?
It's delicious. Fluffy, rich. The meat, very flavorful.
After a full day of walking, climbing, and taking in all the sights, sitting down here to a warm, cozy, and relaxed meal was exactly what we needed. The day crowds had gone home, the street was quiet, and it felt like we had the whole island to ourselves. It was the perfect time to raise a glass to Mont-Saint-Michel, and to know that someday we'll be back.